This is Smithy.tv.
Another episode of the Mind Reels on Smithy TV. I'm still Tim. With me as always is Sue.
Always Sue.
Always Sue. I'm just still Tim. Anyway,
Still Sue.
So we had a good weekend. We were at the con. We got to do some stuff, see some people, chat.
Toronto Comic Con.
Yeah, good times. But I'm very happy we have our guest back tonight.
Me too.
Because I don't think she knows yet.
She volunteered to come back.
She did volunteer, which is insane. But I don't think she knows this yet.
Oh my God.
Is that her episode is at 11,000 views.
Wow. Oh, that news.
And you crashed the server 3 times.
Woo! Personally.
Emily, Andras, ladies.
Welcome back.
It's all you guys, Hollywood.
No.
You guys have gone on Hollywood, your site.
Yes.
They're like, Emily and Andrews, I don't know. As long as Tim and Sue are on this, we're watching.
Yeah. Obviously.
Is that good, though? Is
That was, yeah.
Good? Okay,
well, they
good.
gave us Anna's numbers.
Oh, don't tell Anna.
And we're gonna break that number right now.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she
amazing.
she broke 10.
Right.
And they're still going, and you're at 11.
Yeah.
She was our first one in the studio.
That's
So,
amazing.
So
good on you guys.
No way.
That's amazing.
It's the guests, let's be honest. It's
no, come on. It's
maybe
you
the
guys.
goatee.
We'll
It
see
is.
after
Yeah.
tonight.
It has its own fan group.
It does.
Yeah.
There are
It's its own Twitter
websites.
page.
Yeah, exactly.
Tim's facial hair.
Yeah, exactly.
At.
Is it like the devil on your shoulder?
Maybe.
Like, yeah.
Mojo.com.
Yeah.
So welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And congrats on season 4 getting picked up.
Thank you.
Are you stressing yet?
Yes, I am.
Are you really?
Stressing, yeah.
Because
now
Are you stressing still? Because you were
Yeah,
stressing.
I'm always
that's right.
stressing, right? I'm always like the person who's like, yay, work is over. And I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I
What
going to
now?
do?
What now?
And now I'm like, yay, work is starting. I don't want to work.
See, I think you came in late just so I couldn't pitch my story to you because
Oh, wow.
Because I remember last time you were here,
Yeah.
you mentioned the whole spec script story
Yes.
that you had.
Yes.
And I, by no definition, this is not me asking for a shot. I just want to throw the story at you to see what you think of it.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so congrats.
Is
on
it a
that.
Lost Girl story?
Oh yeah, totally. a Lost
Okay,
Girl
but
story.
you can't do that on camera.
No,
Because you know legally.
no. Oh God, no. I just wanted to hear what you thought of it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
fair
it.
enough.
We have our own stuff going
I'm
on.
like, please don't solicit 5,000.
Yes, here we are.
Everyone send me.
Everybody's
Lost Girl stuff I cannot
No,
read.
you can't.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
allowed.
No, I'm not allowed.
Which is wicked because it keeps the universe
Yes.
pure. It
Although
keeps-
we were just talking about Star Trek.
That's how I
For
started.
science.
Oh,
And
oh,
they always
yeah.
did.
They
sort of
always did
take
take
on
submissions.
solicited
Yeah.
scripts, which is amazing,
Mhm.
actually, because it just
Yeah.
makes them look smart. Yeah.
But and it also had, at that point I think they started taking submissions in like season 4 or 5. is
Oh,
what it
okay,
was,
yeah, I
So
know.
they've been around for a while.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
22 to 26 episodes a season. Yeah.
Exactly.
Kind
And a little more episodic, right? Like
Yeah.
you have
Yes.
a really good
Yeah.
one type of alien.
whereas you guys
Pitch it,
had like
yes.
an overall
Yeah.
arc.
We do.
And
But I still want to hear it.
Oh yeah, I'm totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
Only
idea just
'cause
involves
you
me
lose me
sitting
with
in a chair at the
11,000.
doll.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. That too. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
I haven't seen this week's episode yet.
That's okay.
So because
I did. I watched it too.
did you? Was it
Okay.
good?
Yeah.
Is it awesome?
She's on camera. She wants to
Well,
say
I mean, no, I last week's
she's
I
pretty brutal.
loved.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Last
right.
week's I cried. And,
I cried. I totally.
Well, I'm
cried.
so glad you guys liked it. Wasn't Anna amazing? That's the
Yes.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where Bo
directed by
went
Gail
home.
Harvey.
Found her
Yeah,
mom
episode
and,
7.
yeah.
Yeah, she was incredible. I
The,
loved that
every scene
performance.
between the two of them was
Yes.
Oh, and
amazing.
with the mom.
Right, it was
Yeah.
Nola Augustin.
That's right. Yeah. Great casting. She had this, I think I said this to you on email, but she. Oh no, I said it to someone. Sorry, but she really had. I know. As if I could ever.
You just
use
emailed
someone
me.
else. I know, exactly. Yeah. It is a 3 am. I'm a little too
course,
yeah, she really gave the mom character kind of
my
this
God,
like
right?
faded beauty queen, small town
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
It was really kind of interesting. Just with
And then when she turned on Bo, she was terrifying.
I was like,
and then
holy
she
crap.
was like all pie and
Yeah.
I
All
love
pie
you
and
and I'm
rhubarb.
confused
Oh.
and
I know, we've all been there. No, but just kidding, Mom.
Whoa.
No. But yes, that was an amazing performance. And it was
And-
kind of a nice shift in tone for mid-season to kind of take it down.
And now,
farm.
yeah, it was.
Glad you guys liked
I want
it.
to say
Yeah.
it was shot at like Black Creek or Pioneer Village, right?
No. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm gonna get in trouble. I want to say it was near Pickering, actually, somewhere.
Oh,
I
wow.
can't remember. It wasn't Black Creek. It was like out a bit. It was
Wow, 'cause
like
I'm
out of
going-
zone, as we say. Yeah, exactly. It was out east somewhere. But yeah. What did they shoot there? Wherever we shot it, they shot Paradise Falls, which was this kind of long-standing Canadian soap. Yeah, it was so beautiful. And we were there for a second. You're like, maybe I could buy a farm.
yeah.
And Jay Firestone's
And
like,
a
oh, get
horse.
to work. Yeah.
Get away from that sheep.
Exactly. You know what you're doing.
I'm just a showrunner. Gail's directing. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. Good for Gail.
I was so happy.
Good.
I was
yeah.
because I tend to watch now who's writing what episode
wow,
just
that's
because
terrifying.
you know
Yeah.
you being the showrunner. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so this guy wrote this, blah blah
Right.
blah. Gail Harvey, yes, and then tweeted at her the next morning
Oh, good.
with
She
our
wrote
article.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has another one coming up.
Does she?
Sweet.
Oh, sweet.
Starring this very unknown actor called Linda Hamilton.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Sue has a bit of a
We're
crush,
sort
though,
of
I think.
dating.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Linda, no, you're sort of. Yeah.
This is kind of like your relationship with
Okay.
Hudson, right?
Yeah.
She was lovely, Linda Hamilton.
I believe it. Yeah.
She remembered my name from day to day at a convention after meeting
Yeah,
lots of
she's
people,
like
so I was
so
like,
genuine.
yeah.
She fit in perfectly.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, she was good.
I love that you guys get these
I
guest stars
know.
like this.
Well, I know that was a huge get for us, though.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing. Like she was obviously the original heroine, kind of, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You get Sigourney Weaver and you get
Oh my
like
gosh,
the
Sigourney.
trifecta, right?
I'm assuming Sigourney's gonna watch this.
Oh, totally.
Of course, yeah.
Right? Everybody
That would be
watches this
great.
show.
Imagine
Actually-
if you get all three of them.
You
Some
gonna need
sort
a
of-
minute? Sue's gonna, Sue's gonna need a minute.
I'm not trying to get on set now at this point.
Bonnie, dial 9 and 1. Okay, one again. Yeah, exactly.
Don't look for an 11. It takes
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's true. Don't tell kids that. Yeah. Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah, it's
What were we talking about?
I don't know. Some show.
some
Who knows?
crazy show.
Our farm we're gonna buy.
Which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
awesome.
Yeah.
I say do it.
Yeah.
Make it the Lost Girl farm. Skywalker's got a ranch.
Yeah, exactly.
You can have the Fae farm. The Fae
The
farm.
Fae Farm.
Come
That'd be a
on.
good spin-off. Let's make that show.
The faithful.
Yeah. It's like it's
You
like
practically
X-Men,
did
right?
this week's episode.
I know, we practically did, right? Yeah. That was
There was
fun
a lot
too.
of-
Uh-oh.
Honky tonk.
Yeah, there was kind of a
Out there.
western feel, kind of a
Yeah.
spaghetti
Really?
western feel.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
it was
okay.
fun. Yeah, that was a really hard location to find, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go.
For the characters too.
Yeah, exactly.
If
So
there's
we're
something
taking
like
like Jumanji meets, I don't
Oh.
know, spaghetti western.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
We're
watching
just
it
throwing
tomorrow.
everything at it now. We're just like, put it
Yes.
in the blender, see what happens.
Because
Yeah.
you know, it's still we're kind of still developing towards the big bad of the season.
We are.
I mean, because even halfway through, there's kind of hints, but there's nothing that's kind of
I
come
know,
right
what's
out
gonna
and
happen?
scared the crap out of us.
Where's
Yeah.
A lot happens in this episode.
Damn
And
it!
I'm kind of loving
I'll be
Diana,
back.
I have to say.
Oh, good. Yeah, you are loving her.
It was-
Kind
she
of
was-
loving her. Loving her.
Well,
It's okay.
I haven't
think she's
decided yet.
polarizing.
Actually, what she is probably like, yeah, the nightmare I always had as a kid of somebody gaining my trust and stabbing me in the back.
Oh my gosh, did you always
Yes,
have that
yeah.
nightmare as a kid?
Oh, yeah.
You were a paranoid.
It was
little
always a
girl.
woman, too.
Yeah, exactly.
No wonder I turned out gay. which
Yeah.
But, yeah. I'm waiting for her to break my heart, basically.
Right.
I'm waiting for her
Oh.
to break my trust. And, yeah.
Wow.
So I don't really
I don't
want to
have
give
those
it to her, but
Wait and see.
yeah.
I don't have those problems.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Whatever. As long as Anna's happy, I'm happy.
She's happy.
She's adorable. I have the only thing I have not seen, and I'm sure it's just because she hasn't put the pictures up. I want to see how she looks while she's pregnant. I bet she looks gorgeous.
Yes.
I mean, she
She's
probably
off the
just
box.
glows,
Yes.
as most mothers do. That's what most mothers do. But
I may have seen one photo. And
yeah, and
it's
just
pretty much as you would expect.
Yeah.
so
Damn it,
gorgeous.
yeah.
Exactly, like,
Damn
no
you,
more
woman.
fit than I am right now. Yeah. Oh, no, she looks beautiful. And I think she's just so happy. I'm so happy for them.
I think so,
So,
too, yeah.
yeah.
Now, how is that going to affect going into season 4?
We're going to accommodate her. Like, you know, we love her. She is the lost girl, obviously. And without getting too specific about dates, only because I just want to respect her
Of course,
privacy,
yeah.
We'll give her some time with
Yeah.
the baby Ninja, and it's what they've nicknamed the baby until they name it, presumably Emil.
Something
Or
else,
something
yeah.
like that.
Or Ninja.
Or Tim, yeah.
I did
Emil Tim
tell her
Ninja.
that Tim's a good name.
Did
She
smile
emailed me
or not?
back. And,
She's a
yeah.
very good actress.
Oh!
Oh, it's so good. This interview's about to take a turn. Yeah.
Here come the tough questions.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll give her some time off, but I still think we're on course to do production in some form or another this summer.
Wow.
And then hopefully be on the air before 2014. in some
Wow.
capacity. Yeah. We're serious, Tim.
Yeah, that's just...
So we have some
Grabbing the
ideas
bull by
on
the
how to
horns,
do
yeah.
it.
Nice.
And I feel like the way we end season 3 kind of helps us out.
Cool.
Not that we've heard anything about that.
Oh, have you?
No.
Oh, did Chris
You
spill
said no.
everything?
No.
Did Chris
Did Chris spill everything? All he did was complain about the fact that we didn't have scotch for him.
Oh my
That's not
gosh.
true either.
Well, for the Brogoff though, technically.
Yes, we should have
needs
had
to be in his
scotch,
tool belt. So
Yes.
yeah.
I took just...
He said next time he'll bring the
Yeah.
scotch.
I'm
And I was
sure
saying
he
to Tim,
will.
like, the most entertaining thing for both of them would be watching me drink scotch straight.
Oh my god. Yeah, exactly.
That would
Bonnie,
be
On
good.
air.
Bonnie would be like, "Can I go home now?" 3 days. 3 days. Exactly. No.
Somebody wake up, Hicks.
Bought my tickets for that today. Thank you very
Oh, very
much.
For what?
Aliens
Oh,
on the big
wow.
screen.
Yeah.
I mean, I own it,
Yeah.
obviously, but
Yeah.
anytime you can see it on the big
It's
screen.
amazing.
Yeah,
Right?
one of
Yeah,
the
very
favorites.
cool. So is it coming back? Sorry. I'm so
Classic Mondays at
Oh, very
Cineplex,
cool.
so they have it in
Okay.
like 2 weeks.
Oh,
And my
good.
friend Kaylee has never seen it, so I'm like, we're going. She's
Oh,
like,
it's so
okay.
good.
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh. She's like,
Bill
okay.
Paxton
she-
on the
she's
big
in
screen
for it.
alone.
Well, she
on
says
it.
it exactly like that. I know she won't watch the
Chest
show.
bursting? She's got for a little chest bursting?
Well, she hasn't seen the first one, so we're going to show it to her on Saturday.
Wow.
So,
So good. So
yeah.
good.
I hope
Yeah.
it freaks the crap out of her, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think it'll be
It
awesome.
won't. She'll see
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver like kicking ass and taking
Yeah.
off.
So good. That's
Such a great
that's
girl.
the-
I'm gonna go set people on fire!
Yeah. All right, that's on camera now. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
That's a legal statement. If there's a arson sort of way.
She went Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2.
Oh,
This is
yeah?
the second Alien movie.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, that's kind of fun.
Now, have you guys started breaking the season arc?
We have.
Really?
We have, yes.
Wow.
So, just because we have
And you
sort of-
still made it here tonight.
I know, barely. I'm always late. Yeah, I think it's good to really be ambitious this year and kind of, because we have a little bit more time,
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of being the taskmaster that I am. No, I'm not. I'm trying to get my own butt and maybe just really plan out season 4 as much as
Wow.
we can. So we've just started. We started involving the network and pitching the network. So
Sweet.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
terrified, but it's good.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
good. It's good, Tara. Though.
It is good
Yeah.
terror. It is good terror. It's like the best
It's
show.
not worth doing if it doesn't take
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's
right?
really true. I
Yeah.
think that's really true. And I think it's good to stay scared, to be honest.
Oh yeah, if
Like,
you get too comfortable,
you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead,
Yeah.
dead, dead. So I kind of really want to scare myself. No, not that. But no, I think we're going to be, obviously I can't talk too much about it,
No.
just because you haven't seen the end
Oh,
of
of course
season
not.
3. But, you know, we've been so gratified with the reception of season 3. You know, it's been polarizing and challenging, but like we made some tough choices. So I think that's encouraged us at least to kind of be ambitious in season
Yes.
4. So that's kind of fun, hopefully. And I'm just so relieved we get to do it again.
Yes, which is the
Yay.
best
No
part.
Yeah.
Because I remember when we chatted, we swapped a couple emails right after the whole.
Right.
I can't remember the name of the episode, but it was the one where
Right.
everybody kind of treats Kenzie like crap.
Oh yeah.
And then you reminded me in the email that that you know, of course Trick can be kind of cold and hard. I mean, he was a
Yes.
blood king for like X amount of hundreds of
Yeah.
years, and like,
I expect great questions tonight though from you guys. No, he was, and it's interesting, but it's good. It sounds sort of awful, but it's good you're having these reactions. You should be having these reactions to the characters. It's good to take yourself out of the comfort zone and then remind you, well, no, Trick was a king, and he's an arrogant king. We saw him last year, and he has trouble relinquishing power and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you're just so used to him as Trick the bartender. Well, exactly. Yes, he used to be a king. Yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, you can be a total ass if you want to be.
Yeah, but again, it's like good for Rick, I think, to challenge him and let him stretch, and like I love that he can turn on a dime from warm to slightly stern to powerful. So yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah. Now, if you're getting a 3 a.m. email from Tim, I feel like my work is done. Just kidding. Please don't email me at 3 a.m. Everybody, whole world.
Her email address is
exactly
at the end of the show. Yeah,
exactly. Just scroll up.
WhyDidVexLeave.com.
Exactly. More Vex now.
It was really funny because we were in the queue over the weekend for Captain Canuck because Chris and Paul were there. And everybody's...
And the posters are amazing.
They look amazing. They look really cool,
But I overheard like at least 3 different people going, when is Vex coming back? And Paul's just he plays it very close to the vest and blah, blah, blah.
Well, Paul tweeted, I think he tweeted something like, if I had a nickel for every time someone asked me when Vex is coming back, I wouldn't have to work on the Oscar. But that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Paul. Being so loved.
It's tough. Although, there was that one girl yesterday, because we went through the line again just to say hi to them again, and this one girl's just walking by, and she goes, Dyson! And she just completely freaked out. She goes, you're my favorite part of last girl.
Was he cool?
Oh, he was totally cool with it. He's like, you're the most handsome and Paul's just kind of going, what about me?
She's like, you almost framed Dyson.
And Chris is like, come on around here and get a big hug and stuff. And Paul just kind of looks like, but what about me?
Whatever, I'll just do Sonny post.
My new fabulous project. Exactly. But those two together are hilarious. It's a fun project.
I was surprised they stayed as long as they did both days.
Yeah, because
they're troopers. They showed up on time and then were there for the whole rest of the afternoon.
They really are.
Yeah, they really are.
But that's just what you get for working on Lost Girls. All the pros.
So, exactly.
Now, I want to get back to Trick.
Hard ass like Emily.
I know, exactly.
Taskmaster.
Exactly. Hardly.
Because I don't know if she's back in last night's episode because I haven't seen it yet. But is there going to be some more Trick bait coming our way? Or,
maybe.
Because she was fun.
Oh, she is fun, eh?
And I love the fact that Trick just kind of gets a little. Yes, that's
lovely. Who's sort of the amazing Canadian actress. Really, really fun. And I just love that Trick clearly has a type, right? A type kind of like Beau, and presumably Beau's mom. He likes a sturdy taskmaster himself. I would dare say so. Exactly. So, yes, she was in episode 8. She's pretty fun. So.
I really like the way
it's nice to unsettle Trick a little bit.
Too,
right? Like, actually, there's some stuff that whole sequence was so funny in 8. Sorry, spoiler alert. She basically asks him on a date.
No.
And he's kind of so flustered. There's a lot of stuff that ended up on the cutting room floor. So funny that I would love to put on Reels. It's just so funny when he's trying to figure out what to wear and kind of like he's so good. And Rick is originally a comedian, so he's so funny. His comedic timing is amazing, and those two didn't miss a beat. So they had a lot to carry in that episode. They did great.
Nice.
So good.
I love seeing him not necessarily off kilter like that, but just kind of.
Out of his element or something. It's always good to...
and crushing on a girl? I totally get that.
Exactly. He's hilarious.
We'll have to talk, Rick.
That whole episode reminded me of like the Choose Your Own Adventures and stuff.
I know,
you had the stuff going on with them, and then you had the stuff going on with Beau.
It was fun,
Just kept going back and forth, but the way it's cut together is like...
because
one person would be like, well, what do I do now?
Exactly. And that machine, this is all spoilers for you, you just step out.
I'll watch it tomorrow night, it's alright.
But that machine was actually a working machine, like the art department created it. They're so incredible, so like, when the steam comes out, the steam comes out. When the confetti comes out, the confetti comes out. It was just so amazing. They go above and beyond. Like, it kind of blows my mind. I'm like...
I love when that happens on the show.
It's amazing, so it's somewhere and it's steampunky goodness.
I was gonna say. Make replicas of that.
I know, exactly.
There'll be fans who buy stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we should merchandise a little bit.
Heck yes.
Yes. Talk to the Firestone.
Like, you know.
He's a savvy dude.
There's gotta be a Lost Girl soundtrack at some point.
Yes.
Just some of the music. And
amazing, eh?
I don't need a number at all, but my God, and what was it? Where they act like adolescents.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Funny.
Hungry like the
Oh
wolf.
my God, wasn't that amazing?
Oh my.
And you know what's so funny about music? Like, I don't know that much about music rights, obviously, but you sort of write them in the script as a joke. And then the music guys come back and say, okay, here's the number. But that one actually, it wasn't cheap.
Right.
Inspector Ed Duran.
Yeah,
They're
of
going to
course.
watch this and be like, we're putting our rates up. Simon Hold on. But it was manageable.
Wow.
You know, like, hey Jude, maybe not
Yeah,
in our
maybe not.
wheelhouse, you know? But you just put in funny things, like when they were driving to Grimley in the Going Home episode, I think like the writer put in Cherry Pie by George, which is a terrible song, but it was funny when they were out in the car. And the thing that's kind of sad is sometimes like it stays in the edit until the last moment, so you're like, oh my gosh, Cherry Pie, then you're like, no, we're not gonna get it. But, so yeah, Hungry Like the Wolf. Oh, that just made it. And what a good sport all those guys were.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, I just like, I can't say enough about the cast, just like kind of going for it, because you read it and I'm sure they're like, okay,
Yeah, and then
it's gonna be stupid, how's this gonna work? It's a huge leap of faith, but it only works because of their commitment, right?
Yeah. That was my funniest episode in terms of, or rather, my favorite episode in terms of funny.
Yeah.
Whereas last week's was just,
serious. Yeah. And like, you know, we're getting into the season, so things take a bit of a turn.
things gotta get dark.
I love the funny episodes too. I love it. And I was really proud of 3. Like, it was a tough one, to be completely honest. So it just turned out well, and I'm so glad everybody responded to it so well. So, yeah.
Sometimes you need the break.
You do need the break.
Oh, you
do.
do.
Funny well.
Yeah.
Like, I really think our whole cast has such incredible timing, and writing that stuff is just so fun. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Because now that you've established the world, you can play in it. You can goof off. And,
well, that's it. I feel like we can take everyone along with us, and there's a bit of a shortcut. You know, they kind of understand. You have to know the characters to understand they're acting out of character. So that's kind of fun. Yeah. I love that one.
And
so the music, I don't know. I'm sure they have plans to put together some soundtracks. It seems logical, and our music guys have done that on previous shows for sure. So
I mean, because it's
and more T-shirts and like
everything. I know, Lost Girl Online. Yeah, exactly.
The game, the app.
I know. Cool.
Like, come on.
I know.
Every time it's like Kevin's too.
I know.
I want like a line of trick vests.
Oh yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
And a fob watch.
And like pint glasses from the doll.
See,
yes,
so
right? See?
Yeah, I like this.
I would have a set at home.
I like this. The ash necklaces.
Yes.
See?
Enslave your friends. Yeah.
Enslave your friends.
Just brainstorming, everybody. There's no wrong answers in brainstorming.
Vex's eyeliner.
Eyeliner, exactly. Yeah, his ebony bristle.
He had the whole,
bequeathed to Kenzie.
Which I love.
I know.
Oh, I love that scene so much.
I know, they were so good. Yeah, they're so good together.
Yeah.
Like, again, like I feel like those two are good with everybody.
Yeah, right.
It's fun to play with the relationships, you know, and just be like, okay, what are these two going to be like together? And it's magic sometimes. So yeah.
And I know why he's not in it, because of course Casey was shooting Saving Hope at the same time.
Yeah.
But he's the only thing I find that I'm missing from episode to episode. I'm like, just
I know.
a little bit.
I know I'm going to get fired for saying so. I miss him terribly.
Oh,
you
you're
know?
not
No. No.
More than fired.
I'm going to start my merchandise line. Yeah. Black market lost girl. Whatever. Toe rings.
Take it from that
machine. No, I desperately miss Casey and the energy he brings to the show. I mean, but we really did kind of have an open door policy on him. Like, we really sort of were like, we'll take you here, we'll take you there.
Totally.
And you know, God bless, like, good for him.
Yeah,
he is
Saving Hope
such an
is-
incredible actor too. That like, of course, we are a family. We're not going to stand in anyone's way.
Oh, good no.
But we do miss him. But he might make another significant appearance and.
What?
Significant.
Too much?
Every time. Just enough. No, he will be back.
Awesome.
So, but yes, I would say I miss him too, to be honest.
Yeah, but although it totally works by having make him the acting ass, she's not going to have time to be out there doing all the fun stuff, which is why you bring Tamsin in.
And if you're smart, or us, you hopefully use that absence. I mean, you kind of hang a lantern on him, like, hey, Hale, where the hell have you been? Exactly. Working in a hospital or something? Yeah, exactly. Whatever,
Are you
man.
saving lives?
Saving hope. Yeah, that's the ludicrous thing I've ever heard. Yeah, exactly. But, so yeah.
Well, then there was even mention of him in the episode, even though he physically wasn't in it. There's still like, why is he setting it up like this? He's totally decorated like this.
I know, that's so
okay,
funny.
that's cool, man.
Well, because he's
Give it
so
that.
important to us, I do think we want to keep him alive. You know, he's alive. Don't pay him for now. What's happening? No.
You are evil.
I'm an evil troll. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But I do like the fact that with with Hale kind of being the acting Ash, that Tamsin did get brought into, and it changed that whole dynamic. Because now
she did, and I do think that's interesting. I always think it's interesting to shake it up, you know, and it's hard to know whose side Tamsin is on, what she feels about everything, what she's going to do next. So. Yeah, you know, that's sort of part of it when the cast
And we only get like a hint at her power because she used it.
Yes, exactly, on poor Dyson. I know.
And she held back with that.
She did. For now, she held back.
You're so evil with that.
So evil.
So
but I'm also like, so full of it. It could never happen.
It might not happen. Season 10.
Wait till you see her eat a cheeseburger. Yay!
I don't believe Tamsin knows what a cheeseburger is.
Oh, you don't? Yeah.
I'm just saying, she's awfully, slender.
Svelte.
Svelte is a
also,
great
I feel
word.
terrible because I think Rachel is a vegetarian. Rachel, I will never make you eat a cheeseburger on screen. It will be a portobello burger.
We almost did that to our friend Mary yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because she was going to show up with her husband Anthony at the con. And we're like, you know what, we should, because she's a vegetarian.
Right.
And she's very strong in her beliefs. And I totally commend her. Love you, Mary. But we're like, oh man, I could go for like a hot dog right now. We should just totally text her and say, Emily, bring me an all beef hot dog. Because I would never do that.
Just hold it in your hand.
She was trying to be so nice of her. She's like, you could have texted me. I would have brought you like a beef hot dog. She's like, I would not do that.
She's like, I'd let you starve.
It would be for your own good.
Yeah, exactly. You can have a salad.
I saved your life.
Exactly.
But yeah, I love, well, not only Tamsin's dynamic within the group, but the whole fact that, her and Dyson as partners, and then the interplay that they get, and that there's maybe something more going on, or the possibility of something going on, despite the fact that, Dyson's still hiding his love now. And I love that Trick called him on that last week. I love that.
That was good, eh?
Yeah, I'm like,
and then Bo called
the writer pitched that.
Yeah.
I was like, it's time. Yeah, it's all kind of percolating. We are trying to keep sight of all that stuff, So even when people are screaming that something hasn't been addressed in this episode, I might be at home in my pajamas, twiddling my thumbs evilly. Or I might be like, oh crap, we let that thread go. No. Season 4, remember that?
I'm sure there's
a wizard did it.
Wizard did it.
Do you remember that line from The Simpsons? I think it was Lucy Lawless, who they were like, in Z now, remember when this happened? Blah, 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 blah. And she just was like, anytime that happens, a wizard did it. There's no explanation. But so Tamsin is interesting. And I have to say, one of the joys of bringing on a new character is, we do arc out the whole season. We do a big song and dance for the network, who are always lovely. But you do watch it evolve. So sometimes, you're halfway in and you're watching it and you're like, maybe it's more interesting if it goes this way. I think about, and it's fun to see it at the beginning.
These two have a weird chemistry
together. Exactly. Or these two don't have chemistry.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more unexpected if she's like this or he's like that. Okay. So
Now, has anything happened like that so far in the season? Has anything changed drastically from what you guys thought was going to happen?
It's hard for me to say. I'm trying to think of a specific example. Freezing up, Bonnie. Jump in here.
Wave at the camera, Bonnie.
Good one. Pee break.
Did we always know Bo was going to go home and see her mom?
Yes, I always knew that kind of stuff. I almost feel like I knew the broad strokes. But maybe how long things lasted, for example. Bo has been killing, right? So it's a little bit when is that going to get resolved? Yeah. Has that been resolved? Dyson not having his love, or at least Bo not knowing about it. You kind of move things around about where you want people to find out about that. just more like that. Often I feel like one of the gifts of having a team I've worked with for so long, Steve Cochran, Alex Zorley, all those guys, amazing writers, amazing, is that we know each other so well, we get all excited at the beginning and we just cram it full of Ewoks right off the top, right? And then by the time we get to episode 6, we're like, maybe we need to lose the Dyson Hale, Chippendales, C-plot, push it till episode 10. Just kidding. Unless, no.
Maybe you don't.
But
maybe
wait.
you don't. Maybe that should be priority.
It's got to be an A plot that week.
You do that, Paul Amos? You just got cat by Sue for Chippendales. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, I'm so kidding. No.
I love you, Paul.
I love Paul too. We just went out for breakfast and he let me have breakfast poutine. So that's why I love it. So I ordered something healthy and he was like, no.
He told me I had to hang the Captain Canuck poster over my bed.
Oh, that's nice.
But there's already something over my bed, so it's got to go on the ceiling, Paul.
Oh, even better. Way less creepy.
I hope that's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, way less creepy.
But gosh, I always hate when I come to these things I don't have specific examples for you. But yeah, things get shifted around, you know. Mostly the A plots stay where they're going to be.
Because the Bs you can kind of play with and
exactly,
kind of plug them in.
Exactly.
Whether they work in this episode a little bit at a time with the theme of the episode or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. And like fights and breakups and get-togethers and stuff like that are a little more movable, depending on if we feel things are being rushed or not given enough air. And like, you know, hindsight is always 20/20. Like even now I watched the 3rd season and I'm like, oh, you know, Kenzie really has a stiff upper lip, and part of me is like, oh, like, do we want to get more into that? I'm like, it's not over yet, but I'm just saying, you know, you always, I can put it through the meat grinder 50 times in my brain when I'm rewatching it. So yeah.
As like the showrunner, do you ever? So you're always kind of wanting to go back and tweak it. You know, you're never finished with it.
Never finished with it.
It's like my book too.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, and we talked about this last time. I think it's like that's why I love my team of writers and Jay Firestone on the network. It's good to have other people being able to say like, it's finished. You know? And be surprised.
Because otherwise you keep picking the scab.
You keep picking it. And it's all seen through the prism of where you are when you're doing it. Like if you have an episode like 303 for no particular reason. It was just a challenge. We had Ksenia being very active, and it was very like, we shot it in a way with lighting, very boring, no we hadn't done before. So it seemed so successful to me because we triumphed, right? But then you're like watching it and you're like, is this like a C- because we pulled it off, or is it an A+ because it's actually so funny? So even I find sometimes episodes I think of really fondly. Sometimes I watch them and I'm like, that was just okay. And then sometimes I watch an episode and I'm like, it's a disaster. And I'm like, yeah, actually that kind of held together, you know? So yeah, it's never completely done. And I love the fan response. Like, you know, this is the time now I'm going into season 4, so see you later. I can't, but because I've been able to read some stuff, and I'm very careful not to read it all. It is interesting. Fans are brilliant.
They really are.
They really pick up on stuff that I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such an interesting take on it. Or, you know, we did kind of miss that. Or they get it. That's the most gratifying thing. You're like, yay, they get it. So,
well, to go to the fans, and I didn't run this by you first at all, so if you don't want to deal with it, that's fine.
They're all here.
But there was a hoopla around, was it episode 1 where Bo's in the prison?
Yes.
And there was a bit of a hoopla, and I'm like, did you guys see the same episode? Because I got what you guys were trying to do, and
well, thank you.
I just
But you know, I also think
everybody brings to it what they're.
I guess maybe that's what it was.
And I really like, you know, that's a really hard one for me to talk about. But like, only hard in that I want to be really careful. But like,
of course.
I do think it's the old thing. We do very well on our show. I think we treat sexuality and gender and all that stuff with the utmost respect, and our heart is always in the right place. But sometimes execution falls down 10%. You know, looking back, truly wasn't our intention.
No.
Was read in a way I never intended.
Yeah.
Some stuff got cut from the script that I think could have serviced exactly what we were trying to do. But all you can do is respond to.
Yeah, and you guys did that really well.
Reason. I hope we did. I really, I think people understood that
I think
so. In the right place.
Because I totally get it. I'm like, I saw exactly what was going on.
Well,
I'm like,
it's
okay, makes sense.
You know, I feel like that's such a crappy excuse, but on some level, I'm like,
it
really wasn't.
Yeah. It's a different set of rules.
I really was like, it wasn't someone trying to live their truth as something other than what they were. It was a trickster. But, you know, but the Nazis used to say that. So.
I apologize for throwing that out there.
No, it's fine. It's going to come up again and again for us. And like, look, my name's on that episode. I appreciate all the support. That meant the world to me, that people were like, I know they didn't mean it, those Canadians. Yeah. And we truly didn't.
No.
And different people would have different takes on it who work on Lost Girl, I would say. But as for the most part, like, mea culpa for the offense. Yeah. But not for the sexy prison uniform.
No.
Never apologize.
Personally, exactly. I was happy with all of it.
There was a whole closet full of them. I was like, and Anna was like, this is so comfortable. I'm just going to sit on the couch in this.
Yeah, it was.
First that will not mind. If you sit on the couch in that. Yeah.
No, it was, yes.
Yeah. So.
Oh, yes.
No,
I'll be back. I'll be back. Yeah. But no, it's just, and it's not just the sexy prison uniforms, those are really nice, but the costume design on the show is fantastic. I mean, it plays to everybody's strengths.
Oh, so cute.
It's so good.
It's adorable, and it's so fun to see the girls in those costumes. They were so out of character, but also felt so right. And you realize, oh, Kinsey looks so young and both so sweet. Yeah, that was really fun.
I love
more pie. More pie, which is how I feel all the time. So yeah.
I'm on board with that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I said it. Yeah, I did say it in my review of the episode. Whereas everything that was with the Fae, except for Bo, was pretty much dark and gray and stuff. And anytime the Lady Polly shows up, it gets gray and darker. But anytime it's just Kinsey and Bo and even her mom, it's just sunny all the time.
So beautiful.
Like,
and the farm was so idyllic, and the lighting was so perfect.
I'm like,
the magic hour all the time.
There's a meaning there, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it was deliberate. Thank you.
But it's such a gorgeously shot episode.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh, the entire season has looked fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, hasn't it? That's everybody. I mean, third season, we're just killing it. Those guys, our DOP is David Green. He's been with us forever, and he's amazing. So. Yeah.
Now, when it comes to writing for everybody on the cast, because this is you're going into season 4.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself writing more for the actor or more for the character?
I write for the character. You really have to be careful about this. Like, I love our cast, and they're so charming and amenable. You know, we're all fairly friendly, but I almost feel I have to separate the character from the person, because otherwise, they're all lovely people. You have no villains on the show, you know, to be honest. Like, no, I really try to separate
would never giggle that much.
No, never. Exactly. Probably not, exactly. But, maybe. Yeah, no. So I do write for the character, to be honest. That being said, like, you learn what makes the character work through the strengths and weaknesses of the actors, which I think we talked about last time. But no, I think you have to separate it, to be completely honest. And it's funny, like, there's always a push-pull between the actors and the writers on that level, you know what I mean? Because it's sort of like, who owns this character, who knows this character, and like nobody knows the character better than they do. But their job is often to look at their character, or my job is to look at the show, at the drama, what's the story, you know what I mean? So sometimes, for example, no one really wants to be unlikable, and occasionally Trick has to be arrogant, or Hale has to shut the door on Kenzie. I'm like,
so mean.
I know, but you know, and I will listen to arguments about if it's out of character. But characters do need to grow and make mistakes, and I think that's why people have fallen in love with these characters, as they are so
they're not
flawed.
static.
Exactly, and also so relatable. And
they're human-ish.
They're human-ish, exactly. Well, that's the irony, right? They're so human.
And of course, knowing their strengths,
or
even some of the, some of the actors' weaknesses. Not that they have any, they're all but does it? You can push. You can push them to do more, and
like every year I do. You know what I mean? Like I feel. And they've just gotten so good. My God, Anna's been so good this year, right? And like she's
disgusting.
She's just so good. Like, and she is such a leader, and like her comedy chops are so amazing. Like I said it last time, but like she's been drunk a couple times this year. Like nobody does a cuter drunk person than Anna Silk. It's like I could just watch adorable, but she's so sweet. She's so drunk and funny, and like. So that's been really fun. And like obviously Ksenia we pushed to the hilt this year. I've talked about this before. Like, we will just push these guys. And I think they appreciate it. And I challenge them sometimes. I want them to feel comfortable to maybe go to those places, you know? It does help them. And because I feel like for the most part the fans have embraced where we're going. Even when the fans are protesting, like I said, sometimes that's part of the plan. It's good. You're invested. If you didn't care.
Exactly.
You wouldn't be screaming at the TV. So. And at me.
Well, I said that. I said that actually in last week's review as well. Is that I didn't realize how much I actually cared for any of these characters.
Right.
I knew I did. I knew I liked them. I liked them. I liked the actors. I loved the characters. But I didn't realize how much I loved the characters until that tabletop scene with Anna and Mom. Because I was sitting there watching it and I'm going, I'm crying.
Yeah. And it's a
it was me too. It was shocking.
It's actually a really long scene by television standards.
Yeah. But I love that your show is doing that to me.
Yeah. Oh, good.
That I'm that plugged into the series.
Honestly,
that it's
to hear
affecting
that
me
you
like
cried
that.
is like amazing to me.
Well, and
like that's
big manly man.
No, but like to be that affected, like I think about some of my favorite shows. Like I can count on one hand the shows I think that have made me cry. Right. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap. Yeah.
Every time I watch Quantum Leap, I will cry.
Like every episode?
Oh no! Like there's the episode where Sam leaps into a cop,
right?
And Al tries to convince him that he's there to stop his wife from remarrying.
Oh, right.
And then they have the little dance to Georgia on their mind at the end of the episode. Kills me every time.
So good at it.
And when he left home, when he was like in his younger self, or
and then he had to leave.
Yeah.
I know exactly. So like, if we make you feel those things, we've really done our job.
And it just blew me away that I was just sitting there and going, oh my god, I'm crying over this. It's so good.
Lots of people have those issues or situations with their parents, and like you never stop wanting your parent approval or love. And, like it's complicated, right? And I do think
and like
it
Bo broke down, and that's what like set me off.
I know exactly.
Like, and then she kept going. It's like I have to say all this stuff, even though I can see it hurt you. I can see it. You're confused. You don't even know what's going on. I
think Mom knew more than she was letting on. Like it's so hard, but Bo had to figure it out.
And then she says, "I love you," and calls her Bo at the end. Come on! Yeah, exactly. That's really good. That was written by Brendan York. Very well done. And Jay really kept an eye on that scene. Jay Firestone was like, this is a really important scene. So he fought to keep it longer, actually. I was like, is it too much? Is it too much? He was like, nope, I'm not drying the house.
No.
Are we going to let them off the hook?
Yeah, keep going.
Let him go.
Sue's still holding it together. Exactly.
Just wait till she breaks.
I'm really glad you guys got it. It's good, because that is a quieter episode, so you're like, oh man, like are people going to come with us?
Oh no, so far I think that one is the hardest part of the season right there.
Wow.
That one is. I mean, you don't get a lot with like everybody else, but it's essentially Bo's the hardest series, and that was the hardest season.
Right? And just like learning to accept her fate, that was such a huge part of this year for her, I think, right?
And a huge part of growing up.
Exactly, such a huge part, right? Yeah.
She even said the words to her mom, which made it like that was the breaking point there. That makes it. The shit just got real.
Exactly.
Tell your mom you're Faye.
It is. Yeah, exactly. So
surprise.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, to tell our mom we're Faye.
Yeah. I'm Faye.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Neither of my parents would get that.
Gay?
Yeah.
They try. They're very enthusiastic, but they don't get it.
They don't get it?
Like me in general, they're just It's very funny. My dad called me the other night. No, I called him because it was his birthday. Right. So happy birthday again. I know you're not watching anyway, but there it is. And we were just talking, and he's like, looks like you and Sue are doing really good with this mind reels thing. Thanks, Dad.
Oh, that's good. He's
trying.
He is trying. I'm giving him total credit for trying because we never connected when I was growing up. So he's trying, and I've tried, and we're still trying. My mom is a little more. She's kind of slowly getting into some of the television I'm recommending because she watches Bomb Girls.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm not quite sure she's at Lost Girl yet. I know she's come across it a couple times, but I keep writing about it.
It's an acquired taste. Like I love it, but it is like. And especially if you tuned in now, I think you'd be like, what?
You'd be like, what?
We have a funny story where our coordinator last year, same kind of thing, her parents weren't watching it, and then her parents tuned in, but they tuned in for the body swap episode, so they were like, I am so lost. And I was like, oh yeah, that's like, it's pretty far down the rabbit hole there. So,
such a good episode. So good.
Yeah, fun, but not good for a first one.
No.
Yeah.
Although now that I've been watching and writing about them from week to week, I do notice that for most episodes there's an in. There's a way to get new viewers in by not necessarily recapping everything, but kind of just reminding everybody like, oh yeah, Jason's a wolf. Or, it just kind of keeps coming up every now and again. And you're like, okay, you can still get it.
You have to kind of bring people along, and like this season's done very well for us, so like you want to make sure it's still accessible, right? I also feel like if it gets too internal, you do lose people.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah. So.
Because it's got to be easy enough that somebody who hasn't seen it could come across and say, "Hey, hot girls!"
Exactly. Hot girls in prison.
Or if you miss an episode one week, you can't like.
That's it. Right.
Throw in the towel and be like, "Well, I'm screwed for the season."
I know exactly. Yeah, you can catch up. That's it.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like that's the beauty of having such a dedicated fan base is like now we do get to delve a little deeper and do some arcs and stuff like that, and hopefully bring people along. So
fan base is amazing for the show.
It's incredible, and this year has warmed my Grinch-like heart. No, I'm like the biggest suck. But no, I talked at
it broke the mirror.
It did. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we won that Online poll for Going
I know.
It was like, the little fandom that could. Unbelievable.
The rest of North America's like, what the hell is this
I
shit?
know. They're like, oh, girls.
We better PVR that stuff right now.
It's pornography. Is that what they're airing in Canada these days?
Yeah.
We walked the line.
Exactly. Just side boob. Past it. But the fandom is incredible and really smart and good looking. No, I'm not just sucking up.
We know.
But honestly, I do find it's a fairly mature adult fan base, very sophisticated, and because I feel like you guys and the fans know sort of the genre formula, we can be a bit meta with the formula. Mm-hmm. Everyone kind of comes along with us. Like it's a very savvy kind of fan base, which has astonished me. Like I just think it's been such a pleasure, and now I have to turn my back on you because I have to concentrate on season 4. No, it's been so gratifying, and I can honestly say without speaking for them, like I think the cast is just blown away. Right, this is a once in a lifetime feeling to be on a show like this. I think.
Yeah, I think we've pretty much brought it up with everyone we've chatted to. It's just. Because we spoke with Chris last week, how he did the Tutors, which is a completely different audience.
Right, yeah.
And then, and it was a successful show, and it probably garnered a lot of fans.
It was incredibly successful.
But then to turn around and do a genre show like this, I mean, as soon as you step into doing a genre show, sci-fi, horror, anything like that, you've already got a built-in audience that is going to support it as long as you treat them with respect.
That's it. Yeah. That's the most important thing, right? I think you do have to respect the characters and the world and stuff like that. And everyone has to buy in. So, including the cast. Like, it's all
the good thing with Lost Girl fans is they'll follow you beyond Lost Girl.
Yes. Well, we've seen it.
Sex After Kids.
Everything. I think Zoe released a postcard that got a lot of attention. Her recycling. Anna's Baby has more likes on Facebook than I do. No, I'm just kidding. But like they earned it, right? But like as an actor, they deserve it. They deserve it.
Well, not just the acting. I mean, the creative team behind it is just as important.
Thank you.
Which is one of the reasons we like bringing in people like yourself because you guys bring it to life just as much as they do.
We do. We live it. We love it. So
which is
fun choice to work with.
And you have Dark and Light to work with. Because all the Dark are all like. I mean, Vex is highly popular, as you know.
Popular,
The Morgan, very popular.
I know, she's so popular, right? Which is fun, but it's also like, even with Vex this year, we did kind of take him, like, in the first episode, he's, like, in some S&M gear, and you're like, okay, like, is this too far for Vex? And I think Paul talked about this when he came. But because we know where we're going, it's fun, to push those boundaries. But you still need villains, and you still need adversaries, and I love the Morgan. I love her. So
me too.
Me too. Who doesn't? Yeah, exactly. And she's a doll. So.
See, I was convinced from the beginning of the season, from the beginning of last season, that Bo was going to be the big bad for this season. I was totally convinced.
It'd be interesting.
You never know.
You never know.
Just saying.
She's got some donning to get through.
She has some stuff. She's got some genetics. Interesting genetics. Yeah, she comes from some stuff. So
we've met her mom.
Yeah, we haven't met her mom. We've met both her moms.
Yeah.
Haven't met her dad.
Neither of them.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, exactly. Not farm daddy or squid capus daddy. Just kidding.
Squid capus.
I'm trying to think, what? Yeah.
That will be trending tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Twitter.
Well, we already had the sex octopus episode.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was
interesting.
Interesting is a good word. I love.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the show can be so sexy.
Yeah.
And honestly, can get me so turned on with stuff like that, and then just turning like, oh, it's because of an octopus? No. Yeah, no thanks.
Well, that's what keeps it.
We're trying to work with the mechanics of it.
Don't overthink.
If I was there,
they go behind the
eat the popcorn.
Tentacles.
Yeah, don't think about that. Yeah.
Ignore that man.
Moving on. Kenzie's rash is bad. Yeah.
She keeps scratching it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's unlike any other show. It's smart. It's sexy. It's fun.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
It's a great show, and it's Canadian.
I know, that's amazing, right? That's the biggest thing, is that this little Canadian show, and its fairly liberal sensibilities, have been embraced internationally. I think there's such a hunger for it out there, which has been incredible. The international.
And good on sci-fi for keeping it
as
it is.
And
like fully supporting it.
And really nary a note. Like I have to say, they're very good about it. Like 10 p.m. They're like, we're going to 10 p.m. this. But it's a 10 p.m. show. It's a 10 p.m. show. So. It's gotten good play in America too, so that's
which is awesome.
America.
And then it just keeps growing everywhere. My friend in Australia, Amanda, sends me texts occasionally. Goes, "What's going on with Trek?" Or I got one the other weekend where it's like Kenzie, and it's just a big. Where she got pulled behind the dumpster at the end of that episode. I was like, what the shit just happened here? So, I mean, I love the fact that it's so international.
I actually forgot that for the next episode. I'm like, why is she being such a douche? Oh my god, no, it's not.
Oh my god, what an incredible performance, though.
Right?
But she just, like Sonia, just held it back enough that she just seemed a little flat and a little mean, and you're like,
so she just kept saying like one or two lines and be like, oh, that was really mean.
Yeah, you really want to.
The person doesn't even realize how mean it is
it's like
until
a mean girl, right?
That
thing where like your friends is something mean, but they're not really your friends. Yeah, that was a tour de force by Sonia. Yeah, it's Sue. Yeah, exactly.
She's like that all the time with me.
Yeah, right. Oh, come on.
Only with respect to the Brogoff.
Yeah.
It was a great Brogoff. It was all right. Vote for me. I'm just saying.
Oh, is it actually a voting thing?
No, but I want the votes.
No, unless someone sets up a poll. Yeah, exactly.
That'll be on showcase.ca.
Yeah, exactly.
After the episode.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, it was so much fun. I mean,
we won E-Online. He can win you a Brogoff.
That's true.
Yeah, we'll see.
Although again, Chris Holden-Reed, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Know.
Yeah, I think he acquiesced out of good kindness, and he was our guest. And, you don't want to offend your host. Because he wants to be invited back. That's right. Exactly. There's no way out, Chris. You have to say I won.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but I am so looking forward not only to getting through season 3.
Thank you.
Because so good.
Thank you.
How much do we have left in season 3 now?
About 5 left.
Yeah. So things have got to start getting.
Somebody do that math for me. Fun. Yeah.
I don't do math.
Exactly.
We'll say yes.
Writers. Yeah, exactly.
So that means
6.5.
9, 10,
11, 12, 13, 5.
So things have got to get.
But who knows when this will air? Will this air after? No, I don't think that is like
I don't know.
Yeah, so we got to get through 5, and then right now we're looking at 13 for season 4.
13 again? Okay.
We'll always take more, but we say that in our polite Canadian way.
Yeah, and I can see the idea of a longer season, but I'm a huge fan of BBC series running for 6 to 12 episodes.
Oh, I know. They're so tight though, right? Yeah. Like Sherlock is what, 3?
Oh my God, 3. Yeah, but they're so good.
And the budget's so big.
Yeah. But that way you can always focus on the quality over the quantity. Not that you guys would squander quantity. Of course not.
We got sacked octopus for days. Give me a 3-parter. What do you mean you got chemical sex?
Totally.
5 minutes. Yeah, exactly.
Not if you're in Japan, apparently.
Yeah. See, for me, about 18 would be the sweet spot.
18's a good number,
yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Just personally. But,
why not?
You can ask me that again once I've read it. I'm like, no, stop.
22 would be so great.
No, more like 9 would be good. 9 in the 10th episode in Hawaii. Yeah.
Oscar goes to Hawaii. Isn't that Robin Masters' house?
Yeah, sure.
That's a Magnum P.I. reference.
It sure is.
Oh, nice.
Magnum. That's my
What
show.
are the dogs' names?
Really?
Yeah.
Magnum
Zeus, Apollo.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Kill. Yes, my 2 cats are named for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have Thomas Sullivan.
Right, nice.
And Orville.
Oh my gosh, nice. You gotta get Tom Selleck on the show.
I know, right? Tom.
Come on. We know you're a huge fan.
Yeah, obviously.
Stop being so shy. Mustache or no mustache?
That's why I wear all my Hawaiian shirts. Was because
nice.
I can I just can't rock a mustache.
Fun show. You know, there's not that many shows anymore that are just like fun like that. No. I guess Hawaii 5.0 now is kind of. I
haven't watched the new one.
I don't watch it much either, although it has Grace Park on it.
It sure does.
Yeah, it sure does.
Every time I see a commercial, I'm like, oh yeah, she's on it. Oh yeah, he's on it.
I know, exactly.
Okay, oh yeah.
But do you watch a lot of television? I mean, considering you're writing and involved in television,
TV. It's not awful.
No.
Yeah.
And I watch too much. It's like I'm trying to pick up your slack.
It's hard. You know, I feel it is hard when I'm writing because I go to meetings all day and then I have homework every night and I have 2 little kids, so what the heck? But they have to be fed and whatnot.
They can't do that themselves?
I know, exactly.
The cats too, I find.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a can opener, go.
Exactly. Come on, be self-sufficient. I love you. I was you, Jamie. So I you know, we kind of save it up. Like DVDs have made us lazy, right? My husband is a writer as well, so we kind of feel like we have not seen an episode of Homeland yet. So
neither have I, but I do.
I just watched my first one today because some
channel
started.
Oh my god, I just lost.
Damien Lewis.
We just lost Bonnie.
Wait.
How can you call yourself a TV writer?
We're turning it back around on it.
I see Little House on the Prairie. It's the same thing, right?
But Bonnie,
Yeah.
have you seen Life?
No.
See, Damien Lewis.
If you haven't seen Homeland, I just started to cry.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, erase that.
Did you see Band of Brothers?
Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna
See?
wait for you, Bonnie.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then you know, it's also too it's hard to find stuff we both love.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll watch Game of Thrones as soon as it comes out. There's some things we do watch pretty religiously. You know, it's funny because I write a lot of drama. I actually, when I just need to unwind, I watch all the comedies. So I watch Seed. Exactly. I love Seed. Did you have Amanda on?
We had Amanda on. We had Carrie and Adam together.
Oh my god.
Which was hilarious.
Bonnie
was crying.
The women of
I made Bonnie cry. I only made Bonnie cry because I didn't see Homeland. Exactly. I'm talking about moms. Way less fun. Yeah.
And then we're supposed to. This is only in the works, so nobody hold us to this. But we're supposed to have the 4 leading ladies.
Oh, nice.
All at once.
Oh, good.
Episodes, so that should be freaking hilarious.
Oh, that'll be amazing.
I would just be there because there'd be 5 beautiful women. I'm counting Sue.
Yeah, of course.
And sex if Bonnie's here as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I'm already booking Bonnie for that one.
So it'll just be hilarious.
Bonnie up top.
It'll be freaking hilarious. And Carrie even said she'd come back despite the fact that she knows I have a crush on her. So
I'm sure she doesn't mind. Adorable. She is adorable, right?
I want one.
Do you like redheads?
I adore redheads.
Yeah, I have a bit of a thing for redheads too. I would like to be a redhead. Everyone does, right? And they're everywhere right now. Gosh.
Well, not everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going home to my empty apartment except for my cats.
Neither of which is a ginger.
Yeah, I know exactly. A ginger cat, yeah.
Oh, that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, any gingers out there?
All right.
Unless you're an octopus.
1-800-2. Yeah.
Yes, at Mind Reels.
I'm trying to think what else I love. Game of Thrones. I do watch genre stuff, but yeah, that's my big thing. And comedies. Yeah.
Love comedies. Well, no,
but it's hard
I
when
get
I'm
very
in
picky about my comedies.
It's good to see what else is out there. There's so much TV right now. I feel like, God, it's hard. It would be hard to be a critic, you know?
Yes.
Lost Girl first, everything else.
Yeah, we get very picky about what we watch, especially what we write about on the blog. Because, I mean, Sue's
it's a
passionate.
Commitment, right? It's a commitment. Yeah.
Sue's very passionate about the following, which I love, but I haven't been able. I haven't had time.
I'm quite loving it.
Yeah, I love Kevin Bacon. But then, the other thing is, it all moves so fast. I feel like if you miss it, you're down, right?
Yeah.
Quiet you, Homeland. No spoilers.
Well, it's I think it's like Bravo or something just started airing Homeland from the beginning, so I started. I'm PVRing that too. So
we have it. It's like the vacation watching too.
Yeah.
We'll take the kids, put the kids to bed, and then blitz through, right?
Yeah.
I love Justified. That's one I really love. I'd love to go
I did
Western.
The first season.
Yeah.
I did like the first season.
You just did in episode 8.
I know. I just had to do a full Western.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
And Silk and Chaps.
So good. Oh, and I think Timothy Oliphant is such a find. He's amazing.
You know what? I was never a big Oliphant fan until I saw Justified.
I really love
you know
him.
what? Yeah.
I think he's just such a find. Hilarious. So
Vex would be an assless Chaps, right?
He would be an assless.
Exactly. Just want to put that out there.
And he'd be in jail. He'd just kill everyone.
Yeah.
He's the sheriff. And we'd be like, gosh, sex octopus, what do we got for the next 40 minutes? Exactly. Nothing. So, yeah. Paul's so versatile, though. Yeah, I'd love to see him some other stuff, too.
Yeah, why not?
Did you guys see Sex After Kid?
Oh, yeah.
Now people are just watching us talk about things we like.
No, that's the beauty of our show.
That's what it's all about.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Completely unprofessional.
Right.
That's
I like
nice.
that. I like that. No pressure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not the sophisticated part.
No.
Do you have any very hard pressing Lost Girl questions?
Oh man, we're good.
You guys are good, eh?
Yeah, I just love that you found the time to come in and chat.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
I'm
so amazed that people watch my thing.
I'm content right now just being on the ride. Like I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything.
So that's good. So you're the perfect fan.
I'm just happy to be.
Yes, see, all I wanted to talk about was everything that we'd already talked about during the course of the season. I don't need to know what's coming. I never do.
Good. Yeah, you guys are really good about spoilers and stuff. Because I do find spoilers ruin it for me personally. Yeah. I'm the worst, right? I want to know, and then I regret that I know.
No, so, I'd rather. Yeah. I like the emotional impact of when it happens. Yeah. At that, when it happens to that character, you're feeling it yourself for the first time as well. You're just like, oh shit.
It's true, right? And that's like the purest way to watch it, and that's so rare now. I feel.
Yeah, which I hate the fact that everything is spoiled.
That's the other truth. Oh, it's so hard. If you even read any entertainment like magazines, like Downton Abbey was spoiled. I was like, oh.
I haven't watched season 3 yet. So.
Well, they're all aliens. Damn
it!
Again. But they're aliens.
Damn it. Yes, they are.
Yeah. So.
That's awesome. No. Thank you. Thank you, Emily, for coming
again.
Guys. It's so much fun. I'm so glad you wanted to come back.
I did want to come back. And now I must go.
Yes.
All my ZZ
we'll see you in April.
Exactly. And, I'm like, what?
Who are you again?
Exactly. Jay Firestone unlocks the door. Lets the writers out of the bomb shelter. Yeah.
I actually believe that.
Yeah. You like Kleenex box shoes, like how are you style. If you remember me, I want you to think of me like that. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. What a privilege. What a privilege to get to write another season.
Oh
thank you so much, and thank you to the fans for loving the show. And kudos to you guys for this. And Bonnie. It's all Bonnie.
It is. She always decides what shots to use.
There's no scotch.
There's no scotch, no.
There's no scotch. Well, honestly, thank you. Keep watching.
No, thank you.
Keeping me at 3 a.m. and being like, what the?
What were you thinking doing that?
Exactly. Why was everyone in a dress?
What does this line mean?
Exactly.
I'm hoping by next week I'm not mad.
Exactly. Because right now I'm fuming.
No.
I'm like on my bed looking at my poster.
No.
Yeah.
Never 3 a.m. Probably closer to 2.
Okay. I'm probably up. So that's good. Yeah.
No, I love what you've been doing with the season so far. So.
Good. Well, it's been a privilege. 3rd season is good. It's the sweet spot. It's been lovely to be able to play there. So, and again, just such an incredible team. Honestly, so boring, but I really feel like that. So.
If you ever feel the need to bring Ryan back.
Oh, yeah?
Once in a while.
Do you like him?
I do. Yeah. I like the fact that he unsettled everybody.
Yeah, he's funny, right? And it's good to have kind of that bad boyfriend or bad girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're like, I know.
Like he doesn't have to try and get back with Bo or whatever.
The pants are off. Just me? No.
Yeah.
Right? He's sexy.
What? That doesn't happen to everybody?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I do think he's useful too as a member of the Dark Fae. As a about it. I mean, if we explore the Dark Fae a little more. Yeah. We're always keeping people like that in our back pocket. Yeah. We've got a couple of characters like that I'm always like,
sweet.
I was thinking about him the other day where I was like, because
Anthony,
like it was time for him to go, but he doesn't necessarily need to be gone.
No, exactly. I always think it would be fun. Well, I'm giving an idea. If someone had to go to him for a favor too, like he's kind of a gadget guy, right?
Yes, he sure is.
That would be kind of fun. Exactly. If someone had to go and beg a favor for him,
suck it up.
And I was like, who's the most unlikely person you could send? I don't know. Tricks. Magical assless chaps. Exactly. Yeah. Although they're always magic when Polly is where I think. Oh, Paul. Sorry, we talked about your butt. Again. Yeah, exactly.
I was not involved in that conversation.
You were nodding. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. Watching this, going like, talk more.
I know, exactly.
Is that it?
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, Emily, awesome.
Thanks, guys. Honestly, thank you so much for your support.
Yeah, we love getting you on the show like this.
Thank you.
It was just so much fun to just kind of chat this time.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. I wish I could leave you with a big, huge spoiler.
No,
you're good. You're purist.
Never.
Sex octopus.
Sex octopus.
Peace out.
Put it down. Peace out. Put it down. Throw one of those in your novel. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, exactly. But
the mechanics don't think about
it. Yeah, exactly. Just write your chapters from the sex octopus's point of view.
There you are.
All right. I'm sorry we said sex octopus so many times.
No way.
Bonnie's like, why don't you say that less and watch one episode of Land? That would be better. Yeah, exactly.
Poor Bonnie.
There's no
priorities, Bonnie. Priorities. Yeah, exactly. So, well, it's thank you, everybody. It's just, again, like, such a fun show. I'm having a ball.
Yeah.
Yay.
And Bonnie,
Yay.
nice job as always.
Always is. How do I look?
Tiny? No.
Tiny.
Shiny, not tiny.
Oh, tiny work.
Shiny.
Shiny, it's like Firefly.
Yeah, exactly.
So Sue, always good together. Yeah, always. We're just so good together.
Well,
We're
not together.
No, but we're not together. Oh, we're
This is
not
still
together.
coming up.
It does.
11,000 views later.
Yeah. And not one of them just say nice things about us. That's not true either.
That's not true.
That
Oh,
is
it's
not
like you're a
true.
real writer.
What do you mean a real writer?
People critiquing what you say? And,
Yeah, sometimes.
No, you guys are great.
We are great.
Thank you.
And Tori
You're
even
great
says we're
too.
very sexy.
Oh,
I'm just
good.
saying, so it's got to be true. So if there's a cute little ginger redhead out there, I'm just saying.
Like genre. Yeah.
Has to like
Walks in
genre.
the park.
So, oh yeah, see? I should
Hot
have.
dogs. Maybe.
Hot dogs.
They can hot dog.
Yeah. See? You get it.
I guess. On the hunt. Exactly.
Excellent. So yes, thank you for joining us, Sue.
Tim, thank you for having me.
So that was another episode of Mind Reels on Smitty.tv. Thank you and good night.
Hi, I'm David Bronstein, king of late night TV. You know, I'm a TV guy. I produce infomercials. I book the airtime. But all the action has changed now. The world is topsy-turvy. The world's went upside down. Now, to market your product, to market your service, you got to produce videos and market them online. On all these social networking sites, the Facebooks, the Twitters, the MySpaces, the YouTubes, Funny Junk, E-Bombs World. These video sites are the new television networks online. And one day, you can upload your video online and get millions and millions of views. There are products and services making a fortune online, not on television anymore. They can't make any money on TV. They're all online and they're producing videos.